Thank you, Lascon Corla. And look, I just want to start on an incredibly positive note. We fought hard to get 2 vaccination centres in West Cork. We have one in Clonakilty in the J grounds there, and we have one in Bantry. And I just want to say the staff and the volunteers and everybody involved there is doing an incredible job. They've ramped up the vaccination to 5 days a week in each centre in both Clonakilty and in Bantry. And they're now down to the cohort below the age 50 age group, which is absolutely brilliant. And I just want to commend all of the staff there and the department and the HSE for getting those 2 centres up and running and getting them running as effectively as they are. My very first question, I've got a bit of time left, so very first question is to Minister Donnelly. Following up on Minister Carey's question there, or Deputy Carey's question there in relation to the Sinopharm vaccine. It has been recommended by the WHO organisation as a safe vaccine. I understand the EU as well have taken steps to approve its efficacy. Can I just get a quick answer on that, because we have a lot of young people in the UAE, in Dubai, who are looking to come home who have been administered Sinopharm vaccine but can't because it's not on our approved list. So if you could come back to me very quickly on that, Minister Donnelly.
Thanks, Deputy. The current situation, I presume the Deputy is referring to not having to go through mandatory hotel quarantine.
Apologies, yeah, of course.
It's the exemption. So with regard to the exemption, the current policy is it is for the 4 EMA-approved vaccines. Sinopharm is currently under a rolling review by the EMA, but certainly the last time I checked, which is earlier this week, my understanding is Sinopharm have not applied for authorisation from the EMA at this point, and that may have been updated since last I saw it. But the Deputy makes a very fair point, which is the Digital Green Certificate. The EU and the Commission are looking at a slightly wider group, which would include Sinopharm, and it's certainly something that we can take under consideration. But right now, the policy position is unchanged, which it is the 4 EMA-approved vaccines.
Okay, and just in the time I've left, Minister Butler, I'd just like to follow up on Deputy O'Sullivan's question there in relation to TAPS. There's a lot of local nursing homes have contacted me. The TAP scheme was absolutely vital to these nursing homes in keeping their staff safe, most importantly, keeping residents safe. They were able to invest in extra measures, extra PPE, extra safety measures. And the 30th of June, it's quite alarming. It's too much of a cliff edge. It's a drop-off. All we're looking for is an extension past the 30th of June and a phasing out. It really is important for nursing homes in order to keep their residents and their staff safe.
I agree, Deputy. It's very, very important that we keep our residents in our nursing homes safe. There's approximately 30,000 of them throughout the country, and I'm glad to get the opportunity to come back in. So this was always a temporary assistance payment to us to support nursing homes when they had to have extra staff, when they had to have, preventative measures like infection prevention and control. But I just want to say quite clearly, this has been extended twice already. This particular payment, over 133 million has been made available, and significant money has been drawn down. But just to be quite clear, all other supports in relation to PPE, in relation to COVID teams on the ground, in relation to supports for IPC will be retained. Full support from the HSE will be retained.
I have to move on. Thank you, Minister. Moving back.